Welcome back to Just Scribble. I'm a huge fan of Kuretake products, particularly their ZIG line. I have used their ZIG clean color dot markers for over 4 years, probably 5 years. Been using them for a really long time. I have also their like brush pens that you can use to watercolor. I just really enjoy all the Kuretake products that I have, especially their ZIG products. And a couple of months ago, I came across their product called Brushables, and I've been using them and loving them, and I wanted to share them with you guys. So I really enjoy brush pens. I use them for lettering, but more often I use them for highlighting and marking in my planner and things like that. I find that I like a brush tip better than a regular highlighter tip, and so I use a lot of Tombows and a lot of brush mod liners in my planners. And when I found these, I was so excited because these are a dual-ended brush pen, but both ends are a brush pen in 2 different colors. These are a little bit unique. If you're using a brush tipped mild liner, one end has that brush end on it, and then the other end has a sort of bullet tip that you can use for writing or underlining. And if you're using a Tombow, it's kind of the same thing. One end has a brush pen, and then the other end has more of a bullet tip marker that you can write with or underline with. These, on the other hand, the Brushables from ZIG, both ends are actually brush pens, but they're in 2 different shades of the same color. So this particular one is pure orange, and so on this end you have a deeper orange color, and on this end you have a lighter orange color. So in this set of 24 Brushables, I have 48 different shades, which is awesome because one of the things that I struggle with the most with my planner is finding a Tombow or a mild liner that coordinates with the stickers or washi that I put down on my spreads. And so the Brushables have given me a wider range of color options and shades to coordinate with my stickers and my washi, and I'm just really enjoying them. I find that I'm reaching for these more than I'm reaching for my Tombows and my mild liners, and so I wanted to share them with you guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to swatch them out. I did go through and write down their names. So each one, like I showed with the orange, each one does have a name on it. It's a single solitary name. There's not 2 different names on each one. So pure orange has 2 shades of orange. This one over here, this one is antique burgundy. It has 2 shades of burgundy. So each one has 1 name, 2 shades. And so I thought we would just go through these and shade each color on the lines next to the names. So we're going to start on the left side, and I'm going to start with this one, which is baby pink. And I'm just going to swatch out both sides. So I'm probably going to speed this up just so that you guys don't have to sit there and listen to me cap and uncap 2 sides. So I will speed this up and put this to a little bit of music, and then afterwards we will come back and we will check out these Brushables. So that is the first half, the first 12, and now we are going to move on to the second half. right, so that is the other half. So here we have our reds, oranges, yellows, and greens, and then we have our blues, purples, and our neutrals. So I'm going to pick them up so that you guys can check them out. One of the things that I really like about these is the fact that I just have more shades to choose from in a small set of 24 brush markers. The other thing that I really like is that because there's a darker one and a lighter one for each color, I can use the darker one to mark headers or to write out a header, and then I can use the lighter one to do time blocking, or like on my monthly, I can use the lighter one for less important events and the darker one for more important events, things like that. And so it allows me to use a color that is coordinated where both the darker and the lighter colors match, and they're all in one marker. So I have really enjoyed these. So those are the swatches of the colors. But I thought I would also do a little writing sample, so I am going to do a little brush lettering sample. I am not the best at brush lettering, and I'm also not at a really good angle for brush lettering, so it is not going to be the best brush lettering example that you have ever seen, but I thought I would just show you how you could use these for brush lettering. I just wanted to show you guys that they do work for your brush lettering, and they're nice and juicy, very vibrant. And then I wanted to show you that on the back, ignore this, this is a separate video. On the back, there is no bleed through from these. There's obviously shading because this is Sanzen Tomoe River Paper, but there is no bleed through. So I haven't had any bleed through with these whatsoever, which I think is awesome. Even in the darker shades, there is no bleed through, even though I did lay down a lot of ink with this doing the lettering. And then the other thing that I wanted to show you was just a quick little pen test showing you writing with two different pens and then highlighting over it to show you whether or not it smears. So I'm going to use this yellow. Which one am I using? I am using pure yellow, so I'm going to use this for the highlighting. And then the first pen that I'm going to use is this Uni Jetstream in a 0.5, and then I'm going to get a Uniball 1. That is the pen that I use most often in my planners, so I did want to share it with you guys, but I left it in the other room, so let me grab it real quick. Okay, so this is a Uniball 1. The Uniball 1 is my all-time favorite gel pen and my favorite thing to use in my planners and on Tomoe River paper if I'm not using a fountain pen. This one is a 0.38. This is one of their new limited edition ones where it has the colorful clip. I forget, cream. This one is called cream. So we're going to use this, which is a 0.38. The Uni Jetstream is a 0.5, and then I decided we would also test with an inner gel just because I know everybody loves inner gels. This is a 0.5, so a 0.5 inner gel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write the pen name first. So there are our pen markings. First what we'll do is we'll do an immediate test. So I'm going to use the darker yellow on here, and we're going to start with the inner gel, and I'm just going to write hello and highlight over it. So you can see that there is a little bit of smearing. Then I'm going to do the Jetstream. There is no smearing with that one. And then I'm going to do the Uniball 1. Minimal smearing, just like a smidge. And then we're going to do the same thing with the lighter color, but we're going to wait 7 seconds before we highlight over it. So we're going to start with the inner gel. And we're going to write bye. Oops, let me move my phone. So there is a little bit of smearing on there, but much less. We're going to do the Jetstream, even though it didn't bleed before, or smear, I guess. That's the right word. No smearing. And then last, we're gonna do the uni ball one. There you go. So no smearing on either of these with 7 seconds, just a tiny bit on the inner gel, and then some smearing there and like a tiny bit there with the immediate. Overall, not bad. I do use blotter paper, and if you use blotter paper, that definitely speeds up the dry time for your pen, and your pens won't smear as quickly. I will say most of the time when I'm using these, I'm not highlighting over my writing. I'm actually highlighting and then I'm writing. So I'm going through and I'm marking like my time blocking, or I'm marking something in my planner and then I'm writing over it what it is, like to mark a trip or something like that. But I have also highlighted over them as well, and I haven't had any issues with the smearing. By the time I finish writing what I want to write and deciding what color I'm going to highlight with, I haven't had any trouble. Obviously, it doesn't take very long for it to not have smearing. That's my share of the ZIG Brushables. I didn't know if you guys had seen these. Like I said, I bought these about a month ago, guess maybe a little over a month ago, and I have really been loving them. I have been reaching for them continuously. They've just been a really great addition to my planners and to my brush marker selections. So I've been having a lot of fun with them, and I've really been enjoying them. So I wanted to share them with you guys in case you guys hadn't checked them out. Like I said, I am a big Kuretake fan. I have a lot of Kuretake products, notebooks and markers and all of the things, but I really love their ZIG line, and I really enjoy their ZIG clean color dot markers. I have been using them for years and years and years. I do have some other dot markers, and I'm actually going to be sharing those with you guys in a video soon. I actually have a spot here to swatch them in. But I wanted to share these with you guys first because I've been using these and absolutely loving them. If you have any questions or comments, please don't hesitate to put them down below, and I will definitely get back with you. Give me a thumbs up if you liked this share of the ZIG Brushables. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss future videos, and don't forget to just scribble.